Hi everyone, it's Tash and welcome to another Wednesday recipe video. And today we're going to be making French pudding bread. Technically, Hong Kong French pudding bread. Timestamps are down below and in the description if you want to skip the initial blah blah, but stick around if you want to hear a little bit about what we're making first. I came across French pudding bread when researching places to eat in Hong Kong. I am planning a trip at some point, don't know if I can afford it this year, but just in case, I am planning. And something I always do before I go to somewhere I haven't been before is research the food. Now obviously there's dim sum, there's egg tarts, oh my gosh, egg tarts, amazing. Obviously I've eaten those before, especially since I am half Chinese. So obviously I was looking at all of these well-known Hong Kong foods and the best places to eat them. And while researching this, I stumbled upon these. Apparently too late to be trendy though, because apparently these have been viral as long as 5 years ago. So I'm a bit late to the party, but better late than never. Now I think they're called French pudding buns because they're made in a baguette type bread, or at least originally they were. Nowadays you can get them in any kind of crusty bun. And they are essentially a Hong Kong egg tart, but instead of pastry, you have a bread. Now the best way to make these is totally from scratch, making your own bread, so we're going to cheat a little bit. And I had to experiment a little bit while cheating because it is best to make your own bread because then it will guarantee it will come up the perfect crustiness. And you need that solid crust to contain the custard. A lot of my cheat bread experiments just ended up with the custard soaking through the bread and just leaking everywhere. And then I remembered that part-baked rolls exist. They're also called bake-at-home rolls. They're exactly what they sound like. They are already partially baked. You can usually get them in a little plastic bag in the supermarket. And you just finish them off yourself at home by popping them in the oven for a bit. Sometimes they're called petit pain, usually little mini baguette type things. And that turned out to be perfect to make French pudding bread. If you've been following me for a while, you know I'm no stranger to making bread. I just can't be bothered this time. I want to eat these now, ASAP. So with all that said, let's go to the kitchen and see how it's done. We're going to start by preheating the oven, in this case to 200 degrees C. It depends on what it says on your pack of rolls. Let me show you. So here I have 6 ready to bake bake-at-home rolls. These are the part-baked ones. You can see they're pretty pale. All you have to do is follow the packet directions to cook them. In my case, it said to preheat it to 200 degrees C and bake it for 10 to 12 minutes. So that is what I'm going to do. These are all done. Now we need to let them cool down completely. And as you can see, I have put them on a wire rack because we want them to get nice and crisp all over, especially the bottoms, because a good crisp bottom is the key to them not leaking. Now let's make the custard. Here I have 240 milliliters of milk. This is whole full fat milk. And 100 milliliters of double cream. And I'm just going to switch the heat on until it's steaming and almost bubbling, but not quite. Now to continue making our custard, we'll need 2 eggs, 50 grams of caster sugar, 2 teaspoonfuls of corn flour, and a couple of drops of vanilla extract. And let's give this all a whisk together. Let's go check on our cream. Now as you can see, it's just started steaming, so it's ready to use. Let's turn the heat off first and take it over here. And we're going to pour gently and whisk vigorously. Lovely, and this will hopefully stop the eggs from scrambling because we've acclimatized them to being hot, so hopefully they're not shocked. We basically call this tempering the eggs. Then we just clean up that little spill. Now we're going to preheat the oven to 160 degrees C. And now we have to make little bread balls, so these are nice and crispy and cool. What we need to do is cut a hole in the top. Be careful not to go all the way through the bottom, otherwise the custard will leak out, and scoop out some of the inside. So let's do that now. I'm just going to have a little bowl on the side so I can collect the extra bread. Now that we've got this much, I'm just going to use my hands again to squish the bread against the sides. This will help seal it off a bit, otherwise if you leave it fluffy then too much of the custard is going to be absorbed into the bread. That's one bowl done, now let's do them all. Looking good, our little bread bowls. And now we just need to fill them up. As you can see, they will start to absorb some of the custard, that's unavoidable. Just give them a top up. You are going to have a little bit of custard left, that's absolutely fine. This will keep in the fridge for a couple of days, you cover it. If you have any pre-made tart shells, you can make some egg tarts with this, or you can get a couple more rolls like this and fill them up. Now I'm going to bake these for 20 to 30 minutes, it'll probably be more around 30, but I always like to check 10 minutes before, so see you then. Here we are. We do have a little bit of spillage, but not nearly as bad as my first attempt to make these before I made them with crusty bread. Not bad at all, it's kept most of them inside. You can see they're a bit puffy, they're going to de-puff as they cool down, so let's just let them cool down completely. They're a bit rustic looking, but still gorgeous to me, and look at that smooth custard inside, lovely. And you can see how it's soaked up some of the custard and left its own layer of custard too. Kind of like a really fancy French toast. Absolutely perfect. Literally egg tart filling in crusty bread. And like I said, you can see how it's soaked into some of the bread as well as creating its own layer of custard. I'm going to take a bite. Cheers! It really is like a hybrid egg tart and French toast. Lovely crunchy crust, smooth custard filling, and you've got that soft soaked bread too, which curiously isn't soggy. It's almost cakey. I'd say these are best eaten fresh on the day, but if you have to store them, I'd say cover them, put them in the fridge, and then just pop them in the oven or the air fryer for a couple of minutes just to re-crisp up the outside. So there you go, Hong Kong style French pudding bread, or French pudding buns. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed today's recipe video and hope you'll join me next Wednesday for my next one. Get the full written recipe on my blog tashcakes.com, follow me on Instagram on tashcakes.tastes, and find me on TikTok too, I'm tashcakes there too, but my handle is food in slow motion. Subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more, give this video a like if you'd like to help other people find it, comment down below if you'd like me to make anything in particular, and I'll see you all next time. Be good, be nice, and have a good week. Do you like my rose? I grew it myself.